Okay.
So we're recording.
Hello, everybody. You're very welcome to a cup of tea with Marcia and Aisling. We're going to talk about angels and colour, and we're going to talk about why it's so important to know what your soul mission is, to live your soul mission. So myself and Marcia have been getting these hits to work together. And so this is it's all going to be really channeled tonight. We're very open. We have a little rough guideline that we sort of set down. I sort of did it while I was cooking the dinner tonight. So it's very rough. It's very open. We just want to see what the angels, what the color vibration wants to bring, wants to give you tonight around this topic of why it's important to live your soul purpose and to know your soul purpose. So I'm going to read a little bit of my notes just to give you a quick idea of how we think it's going to go, but it could change. We're very open. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to do a little bit of a welcome exercise just to invite in the angels and the color vibrations. And then I'm going to ask you to set your intention. So you can do that in the chat box, and you can also do it in your mind. Then Marcia's going to do a grounding exercise, which is a beautiful exercise using colour, just to really make sure that we're all in the room so that we can really get the most from the hour. And then we'll do a little bit of intro. We'll talk about our journeys very briefly, just to sort of really talk about what it's like when you're not living on purpose, what it's like when you're not living your soul mission, and what that feels like, and how to recognise when you're not there. And then I'm going to do an angel and colour meditation. If anyone is following the daily September reflections, you'll see there was a meditation that came up there. I'm going to do that one. Very beautiful meditation. And then we're open to questions. So any questions that you have. So that's more or less our plan, but the angels might have another plan. So we're very open to see what comes up. So I'm going to start with just a little bit of let's get centered. Let's get into the space. So 3 deep breaths are usually my go-to method for just bringing me into the space. So a nice deep breath in. And just let that breath go. And as you do, just allow your shoulders to drop down and relax. And another nice breath in. And just relax and let that go. And another beautiful breath in. And I can feel a lot of excitement bubbling inside of me from the day preparing for this event. Not actually any mental preparation, really, just knowing that it's going to be a really beautiful experience. I'm delighted just to be working with Marcia in this way. It's really, really beautiful. So I'm just trying to settle that excitement within me. So just go into your own bodies and just notice where you might be holding any anxiety, any excitement, any little pockets of tension, and just bring your breath to that. So take a breath and just release that as much as you can. So a nice breath in. So just locate any of those areas that just need a little bit of release, and just bring your breath to that. So a nice breath in. And that feels much better in me, so I'm hoping that it feels better for you. So we're going to just welcome in our angels, so your guardian angels, who are always with you, actually. But just for the purposes of tonight, we'll just welcome your guardian angel in, whether you know them or know their name or not. So just bringing in those angels. You can close your eyes if you like, if it makes it easier for you to visualize, or you can keep them open. And just remember to keep breathing and inviting in your guardian angels. There is floods of angels coming in here. So there's lots of us that have guardian angels. We have archangels around us. And we have support angels as well. So we're coming in to support us on our journey. So we've been asking lots of questions lately around what's our soul purpose, what's our life purpose. A lot of us have been asking for healing. A lot of us are looking for help with forgiveness issues as well. And that might be keeping us stuck. So let's just, allow all that to be here. Whatever we need to bring here will be healed tonight. We'll receive something to start us on the journey back to our soul, to ourselves, to our mission. So your guardian angels, your archangels, there's some unicorns here. Anybody like some unicorns? There's beautiful unicorns help you to, the archangels help you to live your soul purpose, your life purpose, help you to remember it. But the unicorns come in to help you to, well, if your purpose has is going to have an international reach. So unicorns really step in if you have to write a book, or you're going to be a speaker, or, so there's unicorns in here as well in this energy. So it could be people here, and it's also people listening to the replay. That's the message that I'm getting. So all the archangels we're calling in, and all the beautiful colors that come in with all of those archangels, which we'll talk about as we go through the session tonight. So every single color of the rainbow, and an angel and archangel to meet, that is coming into this space right now and surrounding us. Isn't this absolutely amazing? And I'm just setting the intention for us that the angels help us to, myself and Marcia, to give you whatever you need in this hour, so that you get messages about your soul purpose, your soul mission. And those messages don't even have to be the words that we speak. They can just be in this energy vortex that we've created here, just by setting the intention that we will at least hit on your soul purpose. We might not be able to really fill out the picture, but we'll be able to give you some idea and some tips about how to know that you're living a life on purpose and living your mission. So just welcoming in those angels, helping them to get the most we possibly can out of this session. And what I want you to do is just take a breath. And just set your intention. What is your intention? Why are you here? Why are you here listening to this? What is it? Why did your soul bring you here? And just allow that information to drop into your consciousness. And you can write that in the chat.
Just a minute, Aisling. Wendy was saying that the mic is a bit fuzzy, so maybe put it a bit further away from your mouth. Yeah. Go and try it now.
Is that better?
Is that better, Wendy? I think it might be, actually, because I was a bit... Yes, yeah, perfect, yeah.
So great. What I want you to do is just set your intention. So when I got into that space and asked, my intention is freedom.
Love for me. Love.
What's yours?
And love.
Love.
Yeah, in all forms. And then clarity has come up quite a lot for a few. I'm somewhat confused about how to define what I believe is my soul mission. I have a feeling that there's a lot more in it than I know at the moment. So quite a lot of people are looking about for clarity, and also maybe clarity on who they're meant to serve.
Oh yeah, that's brilliant.
Fun and joy is another one. Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay. So
we'll just say as well, we're going to mute everybody, but there will be a chance to speak if you so choose at the end. So I'll unmute everybody, and then we'll see, or you can raise your hand or give a sign that you want to come on and have a chat. Otherwise you can use the chat box. So another one here is living life with intention.
Oh, lovely. Okay, so Marcia, do you want to take us through your grounding exercise?
Yes, yeah, okay. So now what we'll do, so grounding is a very important aspect. And the other thing I'll do is I'll bring in the color for protection. So we have now our angels, The other thing that I do automatically is we call in the colours. So we ask that call in golden and pink light of love, healing, guidance and protection to come down to envelope us throughout this session. So we are all guided and connected and protected in this space, and that we all get the information that we need to help us on our soul mission for our highest good and highest purpose and for the good of all concerned. Now we're going to take another deep breath and we're going to feel your feet on the floor underneath you. And as you do, you feel your feet being like a suction of energy coming down from the soles of your feet. And that's moving down into the floor, down through the rocks and lava. So the image is quite dark for you, Aisling. I wonder, is the light on? I don't know why that is, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Down in through the rocks and lava, and then 16 inches below your feet is your soul star. Now, your soul star is your with your earth connection. I see it as your space on the earth that nobody else can take. So what I'm going to do, just to make sure that we have this clear energy, that we're just going to give that a bit of a clearing and cleansing, and we're just going to ask that a beautiful divine pearl light comes in to cleanse and clear that earth star. So it's sparkling like a diamond, shining star. We're all shining stars. And now we'll just feel that energy that's actually beginning to move right up through the rocks and lava into your feet. And now it's moving into your whole body, and it's moving like this through your whole body, cleansing and clearing you and opening you up fully to receive what it is you need to receive tonight. Clearing away any clouds of pockets of energy that could be keeping you stuck or keeping you from not seeing what is right in front of you. Moving all the way up, out through the crown of your head. And as it comes out through the crown of your head, it's like a volcano of light that's moving up to your soul star, which is 6 inches above the crown of your head. This is opening that channel. That's the seat of your soul, the seat of your intuition. And it's now moving up where the home of the angels, so that they can communicate freely with us, openly with us, heal us, center us, reconnect us, and bring us back to this aliveness, this joy, this love, this abundance that it already is here, that maybe sometimes we forget. Take a deep breath and release. And now it's going out through your energetic field, this energy, and then out to the universe. So now we're ready. We're ready. So Ashley, we'll hand over to you.
Okay. So we're going to talk very briefly about what it's like when you're not living your soul mission. And I'm going to talk about my journey, how I came to be an angel intuitive. I'm going to keep it brief, not the full story. I know some of you know the story. Some of you know me and my work. But if I look back about 16 years ago, a little bit longer than that, although I had experience of spirit, my grandfather had been communicating with me from when I was 16. And had been my guide in my life. Although I had that experience, things were tough, you know, not out externally. That was internally. Externally, I lived the life of Riley. I had lived in 5 different countries. lived and worked. I had a house, I had a job, everything was fine. I had a great social life. And but internally I was very depressed, very lonely, sad, completely without purpose, did not know where my life was going. And this sort of came to a head when I was living in Florida. I was working in an Irish bar. I was in party land. I was just in quite a desperate place, to be honest. On the outside, it looked like I was having a great time, but internally I was dying. Depressed, lonely, sad, on this roller coaster of a life that I didn't know how to get off. Relationships, I had no respect for myself, my body. And things were pretty dire, and I didn't know how to get off this roller coaster. And one day I was coming down the road, coming down on my bike, and a car that didn't indicate came right in. I was coming down a hill, and this car came right in. So I smacked right into a car, bang. And that was actually that's what my life was like. I was coming top speed downhill. And that brought me to a complete stop. And I had to take time off work. And in that recovery space, I really got an opportunity to look at, right, this is not working. And I remember one night in particular, things were really, really bad. And I put on a CD that I just had bought. I didn't even listen to. I didn't even know who it was. I put on some music, and it was Sarah McLachlan. And the song was In the Arms of Angels. And the words were, I'm pulled from the wreckage. In the arms of angels, I find some comfort there. And the tears started rolling down my face, and my heart just opened. And it was probably the first time that I admitted that I was in trouble and I needed help. And I started crying, and I asked angels, God, anybody who's out there, please help, because I don't know how to change this life. I don't know how to change the way it's going. And it's definitely not, even though I couldn't voice it then, it definitely was not living my life on purpose, living with my soul mission. And, you know, after that plea, there wasn't a big blinding light, an angel didn't descend, and there was no burning bush, you know, but there were little miracles in my life that over a period of 2 years, when I look back, things were quite miraculous. Within 2 weeks, my mother arrived in Florida, even though I had told nobody about the accident. Within 6 weeks, I was back in Ireland. Within 6 months, I was on a holistic health course, studying every single part of spiritual development, reflexology, yoga, massage, anatomy, stress management, gym instruction, everything that I needed to get well. And that was part of my journey. And then I did a year in art therapy, studying everything about art and design, and that was part of the healing process as well. And I ended up in you couldn't make this up. I ended up working in a holistic shop, selling crystals and books. So it was very quiet. So I had a whole library of spiritual books that I literally got to read every day, and got to be in a space where there were healers and therapists and tarot readers and spiritual teachers coming in and out of there every single day. So literally within 2 years, then I met my husband when I finished the art course. So literally from that state it happened very, very quickly, actually 6 months. And then after another year and a half, I met my husband. And that was the start of our journey. So it was about another probably 10 years of continuing this spiritual work. I was talking to Marcia about this on the call, and I was saying that, you know, your soul purpose, it really is around 35, 40 that you start to really get it. So before that, you're really just exploring, and you're like a sponge, you know, that sponge period where you're just taking every course, every teacher, everything. And that was my sponge period. But now I'm living on purpose. And that's, I suppose, is the difference. If I look back to 16 years ago, I was depressed, I was sad, I was lonely, I was quite desperate, and I was on a roller coaster heading nowhere, downhill. And now my life is, we were talking about this today, that I can't imagine life without the angels. I can't imagine life without just recognizing that there's a spiritual force, that there's these beings. I didn't see angels for a very long time. It was probably about 10 years into my journey before I actually started to see them physically. So it was a long time of just faith that they existed and that they were answering my prayers. And so anyway, so that's a little bit. I won't go into too much, but that's a little bit about my journey and what it was like when I wasn't living a life, living my soul purpose. So I'm going to hand over to you, Marcia.
Great, thanks,
Keep
Ashley.
it brief.
Yeah. So for me, my journey, I didn't have necessarily, like, again, working in London on paper, had a great life, great social life, great friends. But I didn't even know that I was unhappy, actually. I was always kind of curious. And in fact, I was always spiritual. And I never fitted in to the norm. So they would say, that I was a bit cracked. Or that...
You're still cracked.
I was just still cracked. My brother says everyone should have a Marcia in their family, because they I'm humor almost to them, But having said that, now when if they have an interview or an exam, who are they contacting to put in the requests? Me. But so I got to a point for me. I suppose pain really was the love life. I just couldn't meet the right guy. Met plenty of guys, went on lock and key parties, blind dates, speed dates, you name it, and I was there. And to be honest, I enjoyed it. I used to love getting ready and going out and thinking, tonight could be the night my life could change. But I was meeting one dud after another, and that was probably making me unhappy, really, because, I wanted to have a family. I always knew that I was a natural mother. Like, even my clients would say to me that I've got a mothering way about me, And anyway, I was seeing this kinesiologist in Ireland when I'd go home, and he said to me, have you ever thought about colour therapy? Because when I see you, you've got colours all over you. And I didn't even know what colour therapy was. And I said, all right, I can, I'll check it out and explore it. And didn't get a chance. And maybe probably 6 or 8 months passed. And one of my very good friends in Ireland sent me a message sent me a letter, actually, because that time there was no email. There wasn't email or any of that. Saying, listen, can you send off for information on these different therapies that I'm thinking of exploring? And one of them was colour therapy. So when the information came in, I was reading them, and the colour spoke with me. I was like, oh my God, this is me. I loved the scientific, the practical, but I loved the spiritual. And I remember coming home one evening. I was one of my best friends lived down the road. She had a little girl, and I spent an awful lot of my time with them. And I think it was because I didn't want to spend time on my own, alone. And I remember coming home one evening thinking, if I don't make changes, 10 years down the line, I'm going to be in the same position. So I decided I was going to go for this course. So I rang a woman and I said, can you send me the book? I read the book, and then I decided to sign up. Didn't really know much about it, but I didn't care. I just thought, I know I've got to do this. And it was absolutely transformational. And also during that time, my other big thing that was my health. I had severe stomach problems, had gone to lots of different consultants. They told me there was nothing wrong with me and I had to live with it. Anyway, I started on the course. It was a 6-week course, a 6-month course, one weekend every month. And anyway, after the first weekend, 6 weeks in, stomach problems miraculously disappeared. And so then lots of things started changing, in that within 5 months of that course, I changed jobs, bought my dream car, which was a Volkswagen, silver ghost Volkswagen Golf. Bought a house, a flat that I'd spent, again, 14 years talking about. Anytime I went to look for an apartment, it never worked out, or it was out of budget. And this particular apartment I'd seen a year previously, and it was like £40,000 less, bang within my budget. And I got, and I was like, okay, this stuff, I mean, this is amazing. And people actually, which I found very interesting, we think that how we're feeling inside, people don't know, but they actually energetically pick things up, because colleagues were saying to me, there's something different about you. What's different? Like, my hair didn't change, but it was my energy changed. And that also I found very interesting. So then I began my journey thinking. I went on and did the diploma. Then a year later, I went on and did a teaching course in it. And then I actually went back to Ireland and started teaching it. And then after 2 years, as I'd walked, I think actually for me, my intuition really grew as I started working with the colour. And you can bring colour into many different visualization, the foods we're eating, mandalas, crystals, the angels. And that was very interesting. When I had my graduation of the colour course, we were all sitting in a circle. And this was the first time, because, by the way, when I was on that course, everyone was seeing and feeling, and I was like, nothing. I was thinking, I'm not getting anything. But on the last day, I actually had an angel come and sit on my lap, and I saw that angel, a beautiful angel with lovely wings, porcelain. In fact, I saw her there about 6 months ago again. She came into my vision, and I broke down in tears. But I couldn't believe that this was happening. So that is what colour has done for me. And so it's taken me through that journey. And so I live and eat, you can see behind me, there's colour around me all the time. I really am very I open up my wardrobe and I take a colour that I feel I'm drawn to. And, I have 3 young children under 5, and I had a friend actually said to me recently, Marcia, if you didn't have your colour, you probably would be on burnout. And I think she's right, because with 3 young kids, running a business, a home, I really feel that, and very little sleep. So the last 2.5 years, my little girl, she had apnea, and so miraculously now it's stopped, but she was waking up every 2.5, 3 hours. So I probably was surviving for the last 2 years on about 4 hours sleep. And when you see what I'm able to do and what I've done in that time, I mean, I feel it's a turbo engine, that kind of keeps you going. And so what I've realized actually, in order for us to be fully in tune and with ourselves and with life, actually, we need all the colors in our energetic field, because every color has a different level of consciousness. So we as human beings tend to look at ourselves as being one thing, and we're not. We're actually an array of many things that actually make us feel whole. And so that's my journey. And there's lots of people are asking about about your mission. And we actually talked about this, Aisling. What I realized wherever you are today is where you're divinely meant to be. But because you have free will and because you have choice, if you allow yourself to, I think it's taming the ego and tapping into your sense of being. This higher level, this knowing, this higher level of consciousness that has a bigger view. Because if you look at, for example, with me, my first ever job was Aer Lingus. I think every single person should go at least and work for Aer Lingus for 3 years, because it's the best education ever. I can deal with any kind of a personality that comes to me. That's where I developed my interpersonal skills. Then I left there after 8 years, and I went working for Reuters. And it was there that I started off like as administration supporting sales, but again, within 1 year, they brought me into the whole sales area. And I had to stand up, and they taught me how to do presentations. When I stood up the first time doing the presentation, I was literally shaking. My voice was shaking like a leaf. I thought I was going to cry from nerves. And now look at me, so I learned that skill to prepare me to do this work today. So I feel from that, look back to see what you've learned in reflect back to what you've learned and see how that can help you move forward on your mission. And that might give you an idea, if like me, if it's, presentation, opportunity for presentations or teaching, people have said, oh, you're a natural teacher, because I can be a bit bossy at times. But all those aspects of who we are come out to help us on our mission.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they won't make sense until afterwards. It'll be like a jigsaw where you look back and you'll go, oh my God, that's where I learned the interpersonal skills. That's where I learned how to deal with conflict. That's why I was, someone said to me once, I was one of 9 children, so I learned everything I needed to know.
Oh yeah.
And so you just, everything about your life is part of the jigsaw puzzle of your life purpose. And I do firmly believe that it's rare, in my experience, it's rare for people. I mean, you do find people maybe that at a young age, musicians, that, they start learning musical instruments very young and they become like geniuses at it, and they're purely living on purpose. But in my experience, it is rare for people to know what their purpose is until they're past 35, 40 even, around that age, when all the pieces of the puzzle, when all the learning has been done and it starts to make sense. So I think we're going to go and do that angel and colour meditation. It's only going to take about 10 minutes, even less. And then afterwards, Marcia, you're going to, so we're going to see what colour comes up for everybody, or as many as possible, as many that we can do. We won't be probably able to do everybody, but you can, or maybe lots of people have the same color. So, and then you'll give, when people put in their color that they get in the visualization, you'll give them a little mini interpretation of what that is, and what that is in relation to their soul mission, possibly.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So are we ready? So let's take a breath, everybody, and just bring yourself down into your belly for a moment. And just seeing those angels around you again, taking a nice breath. And another breath. And just using your imagination now. Using your imagination, see yourself standing on the top of a cliff, overlooking the ocean. And you can hear the waves gently washing up against the shore. And you feel absolutely so full of life and vitality. You're wearing beautiful clothes. Just notice the clothes that you're wearing. Notice that bubbly feeling of excitement within your body. There's a cool breeze on your face. The sky is blue. The sun is shining, and it's the perfect temperature for you. And the sun is shining. It's actually rising now. It's rising up into the sky, and beautiful colors are filling the sky. And you feel so good when you look at this. You're breathing in that sea air, that beautiful vitality. And the sky is just filling with colors. And as you look more closely, you see that the sky is filling with angels, that these colors are materializing into angels. And they're flying towards you, flooding towards you, to help you on your soul journey, to find your soul mission, to live your soul mission. Just really use your imagination and allow yourself to see this. Or if you have difficulty seeing, just allow yourself to know, to feel the sensation of just the excitement of all these angels coming towards you, coming around you. Absolutely so excited to help you to discover what your mission is. And one particular angel will step forward with one particular color. In some cases, there might be two. There might be two. There's a lot of angels there. A lot of light beings. So just to allow one to step forward and one color, an angel of one color to step forward. And in some cases, it might be two. And just see those angels pouring that color into you, into your body. So see those colors filling up every single part of your body. Keep breathing and relaxing. And ask your angels now, what are these colors? What do I need to know about my soul mission at this moment? What's the next step for me in my soul mission? And it might be a word, a phrase, an object, an image, something that comes to mind. Just allow it to easily, effortlessly drop into your consciousness. And just accept that information and know that these angels are with you now. These two angels that have filled you up with this color, know that you can use this color in your life. You can start to wear the clothes, you can get a crystal in those colors, but that you can start to energetically bring that color into your life to help you with your soul mission, to help you to live a life on purpose. So thank these angels. You can come back here anytime that you wished to communicate and connect with your angels again. Just for now, very gently bring yourself back into the space. Open your eyes if you closed them. And Marcia is going to help us interpret these colors, and I'm going to possibly throw in what archangels might be related to the colors as well. So Marcia, I got red, which for me is Haniel, Archangel Haniel, the warrior angel for saying no and standing up for yourself. So I'm interested in hearing what you have to say. And I also got yellow.
Great, excellent, wow. So red has many different meanings, and I'll connect in with each individual. So for you, Aisling, this red is really saying that you're a leader, confirming that you're a leader, and taking action. And the yellow is, it's really about, fully stepping into your power.
Mm.
Yeah. So I just see there.
What did you get, Marcia?
Do you know, I didn't get any. I didn't fully connect because I was. I
know.
I was focusing on others, but I was thinking I'll re-listen to it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to.
What have we got? Do you want me to call out the colours? And
yeah, I do. Yeah, you can see them, can you, as well?
Yeah. Okay, so we have.
I saw that Dervla anyway had purple.
Yeah.
So what I find very interesting is when I do the readings, I tend to do them once a week. There's always a common color that seems to come through, which is very, very interesting. But anyway, let's see what comes up tonight. But anyway, the purple, so Dervla, for you, it's really confirming that you are very, very spiritual. You've got spiritual gifts, and that it's now really time for you to take the responsibility to use those gifts. It's just,
and that's Metatron.
Metatron, yeah.
Right. Metatron, Archangel Metatron. So
great.
Yeah, brilliant. And that makes perfect sense with that message. Metatron is about leadership.
Yes.
Spiritual.
Great.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Suzanne. says orange and green. And the words she got were faith and teach.
Great. So the orange, yeah, so straight away it's very interesting because normally orange isn't associated with this, but it's the complementary color of indigo, so maybe that's why it's coming in. Trust straight away came, so it's quite similar to faith, I suppose. So it's really trusting. Faith is probably different, but trust means trusting your own intuition. Trusting in the universe, but trusting yourself. And the green is what's very important for you at this time. Again, it's healing. But it's all about balance. So having a little bit of patience, knowing it's all unfolding. So when, for example, we tend to do lots of reading, one course after another. But what we need to realize is that to assimilate those, specifically on an energetic level, when we're doing some inner work, personal development work, we need the body to be the time to embody this energy shift. So if you keep reading all the books and doing one course after another, now I don't even know you're doing one course after another, this is just an example. I just feel all you've done so far, I suppose that's the message, all you've done so far, why don't you just be and enjoy the benefits? Because you can actually end up being a self-development junkie. And it's very easy because it's so interesting, it's so curious and so enthusiastic. But what if you thought, you know what, I now have everything I need, and just enjoy where you're at. And this living, because I think you mentioned about living intention, I would say living kind of deliberately it's that, you know, if you find yourself having a bad day, for example, instead of trying to resist it, just allow it, because it's not bad. That's the ego judging. It is. Because behind every polarity, whether it's considered to be good or bad, there's always another side. And this other side brings wholeness. So if you were on top of the world all the time, there's something not right. You have to be like the nature is teaching us, like the weather, like you've night and day, you have all the different seasons. We have to have all the different seasons in us, but it's how we respond to it. So sometimes when you have this uneasiness, it might be a good sign that something great is about to happen. So that's that message. It was a bit long-winded, but it came through, so I'm passing it on.
And that's Susanna's doing the Transform with Angels course with me, and that's, so if you go and have a look at Gabriel and Raphael, they're the two colours associated with that angel. So we have loads here, Marcia, so we'll try and scoot through them as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So next is Jenny, and it's violet and turquoise swirls that has been poured into me through a kind of trumpet.
Fantastic. Oh my God, this is great. Right, so for you, it's just another small bit of purification. Taking responsibility. I mean, I know, Jenny, you have been given a task and you need to go and do it. Okay? And the other thing is that it's coming from the heart. So what you say is coming from the heart. So when you're doing that project, it's connect with the heart and let it all come out from there. Okay?
And that's Jeremiah, so the Akashic Records. So looking a life review, and it's also, the turquoise is Ariel, and it's about earth and abundance. So they're the angels. So, and Jenny, you're doing that course as well, so just have a look in your modules. Jarita Christie, gold, and the message was truth and time.
Wow. Okay, so gold, you are never given gold unless you can hold it and unless you have earned it. It's a level of consciousness that you cannot learn. You have to earn it. Okay? So it's one of the highest vibrations. So a great sign. So for you, there's things for you to complete in your life. Trust your innate inner wisdom. And again, step into the power of gold. Golden opportunities, wealth, abundance. It's a fantastic. You have everything you need.
And the angels associated with gold is Metatron. So Metatron, and there's something in there about Divine Mother as well.
Beautiful.
And Jesus actually as well. So Wendy, pink and orange, and I saw and almost heard bright light.
Beautiful, beautiful. Pink is love, feminine, loving energy. So again, opening up the heart to this amazing feminine energy, to really allow yourself now to have it all. It's all there for you. Open up your heart, open up your arms, and let it come to you. And the other color was
orange.
So again, orange for you, it's positivity and joy is your path to have more of the greatness you're already experiencing.
And the angels associated, the pink is Jophiel and the orange is Gabriel. So have a look through those modules, Wendy. So there's somebody Galaxy S4. There's no name with this, but it's purple and red.
Yeah, so purple, that's very interesting. So what you've got there is you have the grounding of the red, so it's important for you actually in this instance to have your physical needs met. And the violet, there's some purification, cleansing, clearing, do a detox, cleanse your space, to let more new come in.
And the angels for that are Metatron and Haniel, Archangel Metatron and Haniel. So I'm not sure if you're doing the course or if you can Google that, or you can ask us questions in the Transformed Angels group or your Colour Harmony group, can't they, Marcia? Mainto, I hope I'm saying your name right. Purple and green, and confidence was the word that she got.
Lovely. Okay, so purple. There's an awful lot of purple coming in. So really, it's really acknowledging that you're a spiritual being. That you just let go of everything that you've been taught in your childhood, for example. Just let it all go. Because now we're in a different phase, we're in a different level of consciousness, and learn a new way. And then from there, you'll be taking action, inspired action. So instead of having the mentality of saying, I have to do this, do it from an inspired space. Act on the inspiration you're being given.
Okay, Sue-Ann, light blue and pink.
Light blue, yeah. So again here, this is, you're going through a big expansion, and just opening up to more love. I'm getting two as well, because pink is an amazing color to dispel any anger, any, being kinder with ourselves, being kinder with others. It dispels anything that has us controlling or pushing. So let that pink come in to the expansion to happen.
Archangel Michael and Archangel Jophiel are working with Sue-Ann as well. So Inga got the same as me, red and yellow.
Right, so red. So for you, Inga, it's about allowing your physical needs to be met. It's time now to have that, to be kind of sense of security, but to really embody all you know into your physical. So it's walking the talk, it's living it, becoming it. It's like you already are. And what was the other color? The yellow.
Red and yellow.
So yellow. So what I see here for you, it's about pushing any other remaining fears and stepping in I'm smiling now because I just got the message. You have the ability to be on the executives board of companies. So just know that you have all the skills you need to be this entrepreneur, if you ever had any doubts about it, because it's high level what we're talking about here. So I see you on like a board of directors, and you are commanding from that place.
And that's what she needs. Haniel is all about that, boundaries, standing up really in your power. And the yellow is Uriel, so she's a teacher as well. So it's about he's the teacher. So we have Aisling. No, are you okay to continue, Marcia? We've about 7 more. Is that okay?
Yeah,
and I'll stop
no
it
problem.
then, so I won't take any more after that.
Yeah.
So pink and gold for Aisling, but right at the end I got a flash of turquoise.
Oh, lovely. Beautiful. Okay. So this again, particularly because you got the pink and the turquoise, that's all heart connection. So emotional healing for you at the moment. Healing probably of the heart when the pink came in, but in a very soft, this again, soft feminine energy wants to come through you. So pink, turquoise and gold.
Gold,
you see, yeah. So you've earned it. It's yours. Allow yourself to have it. You have all the wisdom.
It's Jophiel, Metatron and Ariel. So come into the group and ask us questions about those angels, and I'll go into it in more detail. Inga von Kampenhausen.
Oh, yeah.
Turquoise, shiny yellow and orange. And the message she got was learn to listen and speak in public.
Oh, interesting. So she got turquoise, again, emotional healing.
Shiny yellow, orange.
Right. So confidence, being more confident, reminding you to be more confident. And again, it's now time to fully let go of any fear that can be holding you back. It's not serving you, because you are the sunshine.
And it's Ariel, Uriel and Gabriel that are the 3 angels working with you.
Beautiful.
So Hilary, turquoise from the angel, and my dress was purple and silver.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so turquoise it means many different things, but for you again, it's really important now for you to be seen, speaking from the heart and communicating out what you know to be true. The silver is that now the silver is it's a feminine energy. It's kind of like a bit of the moon energy, so it's very, very powerful feminine energy. But what's important for you is to, if you're feeling indecisive at the moment, make a decision. Whatever decision is needed, it's never going to be a wrong decision. You just have to take the decision. And once you take the decision, it'll all start coming into place.
And she has Ariel working with her, Metatron, and the silver are the unicorns. So you're the unicorn lady. And that's about your purpose reaching thousands, hundreds and thousands of people around the world. So you have a very, very big reach internationally. So that could be writing a book, it could be speaking in public. I don't know what it's going to be, but definitely some very, very powerfully strong angels working with you, love. So Rita says her word is communication, and the 3 colors are magenta, turquoise and deep blue.
Okay, magenta is you're going through a lot of change at the moment. You have great business acumen. Magenta, what was the other color?
Turquoise and deep blue.
Yeah, so emotional healing. So maybe the emotional healing is going to really skyrocket you into bigger change. It's a very high vibrational color in a balanced way, though. And the other color was
deep blue.
Deep blue. So yeah, trust your intuition. And what will help you right now is that if you can set up either structures or systems or even rituals in your daily, how you're going about living. It's about living intentionally. Like if you have this intention to do something, then every day do one thing that will take you closer to that. It doesn't have to be 10 things, but every day before you get into that bed, you have to do one thing.
And she has Archangel Shamuel for life purpose, creating a big vision. Turquoise is Ariel, and that's abundance and the earth and connecting with your animal guides. And deep blue is Michael, communication. So Rosie, purple and red, and getting on the college course I want.
Right. So so grounding is very important for you right now, feeling grounded. So one of the things that we need to have that people don't realize how important this is, but grounding is essential. If you want things in your life to happen, you have to be grounded. Because if you're not grounded, they'll come in and they'll be taken away from you very quickly, or they won't be able to come to you because you won't be able to hold them. So grounding is extremely important for you at the moment. Again, taking inspired action, and the purpley color is you're spiritually connected, so you are already getting the messages. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's what that is.
Yeah. And that's Rita said she got gold.
Gold, yeah. Gold is completion, so completing things at the moment. Acknowledging that you have all the wisdom and knowledge, and also this wisdom and knowledge that you have earned through many lifetimes. It means that you are here to teach it, to share it with other people, and it's now. It's not tomorrow, it's not the day after, it's now. So if you're waiting until I have this, that, and the other, then don't wait. And I'll just give you an example, Rita, of what I mean about this. So Aisling and I were guided. I had a messaged Aisling. Aisling had the same, it turned out Aisling had the same message. Anyway, we said, right, okay, we're just going to do it. We had no sales page. All we had was our Facebook. So Aisling created an event, sent it out, and I only sent it to my list this morning. So we could have said, oh, we only have, I think there's probably 48 hours we've announced it. And, we can't, we did. How many have we got showing up here? We have 18 people tonight. And I know there are more people that were not able to make it.
There's lots going to listen to the replay. Yeah,
loads of people. So really, there's an example for you. So you don't need email even. All you need is a Facebook. We have Inga Dexney here, who's an absolutely amazing, intuitive Facebook lady. So get in touch with her and she'll help you with that. And that's all you need. And a Zoom, something like this. I use Zoom. It's what, $149 or whatever for the year. And away you go. That's it. So go do it. That's the big message.
Get to it.
Get to it.
And so that was the last one, Marcia, and there's just a little bit of feedback. Yeah. So Inga said our message was creation, fun, joy, and groove. Richard Branson, here I come. Martha has joined us, just saying hello. And Hilary is just confirming about the unicorn there. She said, thank you. As I was on, I had a card spread on the floor from earlier. The top card was Enchantment, the unicorn. So that's just given us a bit of confirmation. And Suzanne says, thank you very much. So that was the last one, unless, let me see.
Just Rosie, it's free, the Zoom, but you can only get 45 minutes. And after 45 minutes, it'll kick you out. So
this, let's see, where do we want to go now? Where am I? Okay, living.
I just want to also, I had a message from a guy called Martin. And so I just would like us to connect up and see what we get. So he's a very difficult point in his life, and he feels totally lost, doesn't know which path to take. He's struggling to get a job despite having amazing skills and qualifications, and it's bringing him down. So, yeah, I mean, I just feel a clean slate. So, I'm just going to give him a clearing. I don't know if you get something, Aisling.
Well, let's do a clearing for everybody around that,
Great.
around the fear, because there's a lot of fear in that.
Yeah.
The
Great.
card that I picked for him is, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now.
Beautiful.
And it's not an easy thing to follow the guidance of your heart. You know, if it was, we'd all be doing it. So there's a lot of fear there that's blocking. I mean, you could do a whole session with Martin, really.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think if you were to do a clearing, and we could all benefit from that, Marcia,
Okay,
around
yeah.
fear. You were talking about you wanted to maybe, if we had time, and we are running out of time, so it'd have to be quick, but something around the beliefs or the fear that is holding us back, that we might all benefit
do a quick
from.
one for that. Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's do that.
So let's do that then, because it's 8 o'clock now, so I want to finish up in the next 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Just to keep to that time for everyone.
Okay, so anyway, everybody has fear in some shape or form. So known or unknown. So just take a couple of deep breaths, breathing in goodness and breathing out anything you want to let go of. Breathing in goodness and breathing out anything you want to let go of. Breathing in goodness and breathing out anything you want to let go of. And so I just wanted to connect in with this feeling, acknowledging whatever, just connect with fear. Whatever fear, known or unknown, is coming up for you now. In Martin's case, just focus on how this is your current state of being, feeling lost, feeling doesn't know where to turn, nothing is working out, all of those emotions. And where are they resonating in the body? And what color does that represent? So is this fully yours? Or is it some of it is yours and maybe some of it is somebody else's? So I want you now to connect in with the color that's coming up, and I want you to blow it out and this feeling that's coming up. And as you blow it out, it's going out through a divine filter, and it's transmuting it into pure divine love and light. Like this. And then keep blowing until you have either no color or that it changes color. Now, if there is something that that wasn't, I can't remember if I did it wasn't, but anyway, if it's the other one, whether it's yours or someone else's, I want you to check in with that and I want you to blow that out. Keep blowing until you have nothing else left. And then, now that that's fully gone, what would you have instead? How would you be feeling instead? What's at the other side of this? You could even just ask, what's at the other side of this? So like I said earlier, in order to have a hand, I have to have my palm of my hand and I have to have the outside of my hand. Otherwise I wouldn't have a hand. So it's the same with this. When we bring that together, that's where we neutralize, and that's where the healing happens. So now what I want you to do is I want you to anchor that color into that area of your body, and the feeling. So the feeling and the color that you associate with that feeling, anchor that into that area of your body. Let that expand through every layer of your skin, through every cell of your being. Through every organ, even through your energetic system, through your meridians, into the bones, healing deeply, anchoring this feeling in, aligning you to that color and to that vibration and to that feeling. And take a deep breath and release. And as you do, let that go out through your energetic field and out to the universe. Now this is so interesting because I just picked a card and it confirms what you've said, flow of prosperity. Yeah. So Lakshmi, and so this, whatever and this is for, I asked for everybody, as well as for Martin. So I'm just going to quickly read this out. This card indicates that your prayers about finances have been heard and answered. Tap into your manifestation power by focusing on abundance instead of worrying about money. You've nothing to fear. A new flow of prosperity is supporting you and your loved ones. And the additional meaning of this card is stop worrying about money. Worries only attract money problems. Everything's going to be okay, especially with respect to finances. You have the support to make a desired life change right now. Visualize and affirm prosperity.
And I'm seeing around him Metatron. So Metatron, and there's also Ariel. So he has a connection with animals. He probably loves animals.
He does.
Oh, does he? Yeah.
Yeah,
so Ariel is around him. And
Great.
Animals are a big part of his life purpose. So yeah, and he's probably he's already doing it. Usually your life purpose, your soul purpose, you're already doing it. It's already something that comes effortlessly to you. So it's definitely for him, it's something around the animals. And Ariel is in there and Metatron is in there. So he's going to be a leader in that field. So he's not quite there yet. It's going to be another few years. It feels like even 5 years from now before. So he has there's a lot. We know that jigsaw that we spoke about earlier of your life, the different experiences. There's a few more life experiences that have to click into place before he becomes that leader in the field around. He's here for the animals. He's here to bring healing to the animals.
Great.
Does understand and communicate with them on a different level.
Doreen Virtune has fairies. It just came now, so maybe he needs to consider doing the fairy course of Doreen, the fairyology course, because that also, is connecting with nature, but there's animals as well. So there could be something there.
Yeah, I'm seeing him doing healing with animals. So there's a few more things. There's a few more pieces to fall into place.
Yeah.
So I think just ask for the next step. Just ask for the teacher to appear, and just be open to whatever comes up, and stop worrying. There's so much worry. I'm feeling my head is just so much heaviness and worry around stuff. And he's really even though he might not feel it, he's really too young to be worrying about this stuff. So he needs to just give himself a break and, just relax. It's going to be another few years, and just go for the next step, and the next step. And even if the next job that comes up doesn't look like something that's suitable for him, there's something to be learned in there. So he's a little bit more to go. But so listen, Marcia, we are running out of time, love. That was absolutely amazing. And I want to just mention that we have another webinar, a free masterclass webinar coming up in 2 weeks. And it'll be more around this topic of life purpose, specifically how do you find your life purpose. Today was more around why it's so important, just to open up the topic, but we'll be even more specific the next time. And then if anyone would love to see us together, would love to spend the day with us, the two of us will be live in person in Brussels in about 3 weeks' time. Isn't that right? 4 weeks' time.
30th of September, Friday the 30th.
Yes. So if anyone would like to join us there, you're more than welcome. I'm going to just say that we're both we both have a Facebook group, so you can find us, I'm sure, either between the two of us, you'll find us. If you're in one of the Facebook groups, you'll find the other.
What I'll do actually is I'll send out an email with the Facebook links to the list.
Brilliant.
That's registered here tonight and have registered full stop. You'll be getting the recording, and it might be worth actually listening to the recording again, because sometimes the second time you might pick up something else. And that I'll do the link to the pages.
Brilliant. Superstar.
Great.
And that's it. So my website is www.transformwithangels in12weeks.com and the number 12. And what's yours, Marcia?
www.colorharmony, COLOUR, and then the French harmony, HARMONIE.com.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So what we're going to do is just take a breath for a second and just thank the angels and every single person that came here tonight and brought their angels and their energy just to create this beautiful vortex. And anyone that's listening to the replay, know that you're going to really get the benefits. And sometimes when you come to an event like this, you don't think anything happened, and it can be the next day or the next week or the next month that you look back and you say, oh my God, so that's what Marcia said, that's what Aisling said, that's what they meant, that it'll click into place and you'll actually get the message. So it might not be right away, and just to watch out for that and to remind yourself, because even if you don't think you got anything tonight, a lot of healing has happened here tonight. We've had unicorns, we've had archangels, we've had thousands of angels between us. So just really enjoy that and allow it to integrate in your life. Have you anything to end on, Marcia?
No, that's it. You've said it all. That's great. Yeah.
Okay, my lovelies. Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. Bye for me.
Take care. Bisous. I'll end the meeting now then, okay?